sustainable transformation. People come into my office sick, they're not well, they put things in place for a certain period of time, they change their diets, and 6 months later, a year later, they're back to their old ways. It's almost like, unless they're suffering or going through dis-ease, do they actually implement these programs and protocols? What are your keys, or how could you summarize the factors for people to sustain their transformation?
Well, people are going to only make decisions based on what they believe will give them the greatest advantage or disadvantage at any moment in time to what they value most. Some people have a high value on business. Some people have a high value on wealth building. Some people have a high value on family. Some people have a high value on social initiatives. Some have it on spiritual initiatives, some on physical fitness, some on intellectual pursuits. Nobody's right or wrong for what their values are, but whatever's highest on their list of values is what they're going to be doing spontaneously, and whatever's lower is what they're going to require motivation, unless they learn one of the most powerful sciences I think you can learn: how to take all 7 areas of life, those 7 areas, and how to link it to what is valuable, so you spontaneously do the wise things that stand the test of time. So if you can ask the question, how is having a health routine, a regimen of exercise, nutrition, and actions, how is it going to help you fulfill what's deeply meaningful to you? If business is focused, you will then increase the probability of making that a natural routine, and you will empower business and your health. So if you can actually take every one of those 7 areas and link it to what's highest on your value and raise it up on the value list and actually empower all 7. I've been teaching people how to do that for decades. I'm absolutely certain it's doable. I've lived it, and I've watched it, and I've helped thousands of people do it. So you can empower all 7 and make a routine out of doing something that's wise health-wise, wise business-wise, wise financial-wise. And there's no reason why you can't empower all areas. And that's a fulfilled life. Because any area you're not empowered in, your mate is going to end up dominating that area. You know, if you're focused on business, finance, and intellect, and they're focused on family, social, and physical, they'll run the family or you'll run the business. But if you're empowered in all, and your spouse is also empowered in all, you'll be engaged in participating in all different types. And I train people on how to do that, how to be resilient and empower all areas of life. Because any area of your life you're not empowered, you're vulnerable to other people ruling you.
Fantastic. Incredible summary. We'll put all the links in the show notes and that. Last question. What question have I not asked you, Dr. John, that you would have liked me to?
Well, I don't know. I didn't plan out any question on that. I think you've done a great job. So I don't have any questions on that. But Brilliant. All I can say is whoever's listening out there, whoever's listening, give yourself permission to be the magnificent you who you are. Give yourself permission to do something extraordinary. The truth about you is you're extraordinary. The truth about you is you got a magnificence about it. But if you compare yourself to other people, instead of compare your daily actions to your own highest values and dreams, you'll live in the shadows of others instead of on the shoulders of giants. So give yourself permission to do something extraordinary by honoring the magnificence of who you are. And that way you make the biggest difference, because nobody has the same hierarchy of values. Nobody's the same individual. And if you are willing to be yourself, you automatically make the greatest difference. But if you're trying to be deluded by being somebody other than yourself, you just diluted your difference you make in the world. So give yourself permission to be you, and shine, not shrink, and radiate, not gravitate, and get on with doing something that is deeply meaningful, that's sustainably fair exchange and transactions with others, and watch what happens to your life.